The Silent Killer, Munner's Truth on Opportunity Cost. You meticulously negotiate prices. You diligently compare salaries. You account for every dollar spent and every dollar earned. Yet, lurking beneath the surface of every single choice you make, there is a cost, an invisible predator that is silently, relentlessly devouring your wealth, your career potential, and even your deepest sense of fulfillment. It doesn't appear on your bank statements. It has no discernible price tag, but it is, by far, the most expensive of all your squandered resources. This is the cost of opportunity. Charlie Munger, the legendary partner to Warren Buffett and arguably one of the most astute, pragmatic thinkers of our time, didn't merely grasp the concept of opportunity cost. He considered it the most fundamental and most consistently overlooked principle in business, investing, and life itself. For Munger, true decision-making isn't just about what you gain or what you pay. It's fundamentally about what you give up when you make a choice. And it is in that vast, unseen realm of the unchosen that lies the true silent killer of your potential. Most people navigate their lives within an illusion of perceived abundance, narrowly focused only on what lies directly in front of them. They meticulously tally what they acquire, yet remain profoundly blind to what they forfeit along the way. Munger knew this myopia for what it was, a guaranteed recipe for regret, for pervasive mediocrity, and for a life where the most transformative opportunities simply slip through one's grasp, unnoticed and unmourned. Munner's brutal truths about opportunity cost have the power to fundamentally flip your thinking upside down. If the chilling idea that you might be losing more than you can possibly imagine resonates deep within you, then you are precisely where you need to be. Don't just watch this wisdom, own it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Munger Almanac, and ring the notification bell to ensure you never miss another game-changing insight. Let's continue dissecting reality together. See you in the next one. Today, on the Munger Almanac, we will relentlessly unmask this hidden predator. We will unveil Munger's brutal truth about opportunity cost, dissecting precisely why it stands as the silent killer of your finances, the unseen saboteur of your career, and how Munger's uncompromising discipline in perpetually considering it can become your single greatest competitive advantage. If you are weary of feeling perpetually one step behind, if you are truly ready to make decisions that unequivocally maximize your potential and forge a life of intentional, profound prosperity, then prepare yourself. Because Charlie Munger's unvarnished wisdom is about to illuminate the most significant costs you never even knew existed. The paradox of choice. Why more options often mean more losses. We live in an era defined by overwhelming abundance. More products, more services, more careers, more investments, more information. On the surface, this appears to be a blessing, but for the human mind, it's often a curse. The more options you have, the greater your invisible opportunity cost becomes. Munger and Buffett operated on a simple principle. Life is a series of choices, and every choice means not choosing something else. That something else is the cost. If you pick stock A, the cost isn't just the money spent, but the profit you could have earned from stock B, C, or D. Most people fail to see this because opportunity cost is counterfactual. It doesn't exist tangibly, but in the realm of what if. It's a loss you never see directly. Our brains are wired to react to immediate pain, not to the unseen pain of missed opportunities. Let's explore real-world examples of this silent killer. In your career, you accept a safe job that doesn't challenge you. The opportunity cost isn't just the salary, but the invaluable experience, accelerated learning, and growth you forfeited by not pursuing a more ambitious, high-potential role. You might spend years in a field you don't love, losing the chance to develop mastery in another truly passionate area. In your finances, you keep money in a low-interest savings account while inflation erodes its value. The colossal opportunity cost is the exponential growth your capital could have achieved if prudently invested in high-quality assets. Or, you buy a luxury item for status that depreciates quickly, instead of investing that capital into a business or education that would generate future returns. In your personal life, you spend all your free time on passive entertainment, neglecting deeper relationships, enriching hobbies, or self-improvement. The immeasurable opportunity cost is the profound connection, personal growth, and lasting well-being you forfeited. Munger understood that true wisdom lies in seeing not just what is in front of you, but the vast universe of alternatives you are implicitly discarding. To ignore opportunity cost is to navigate blindly, oblivious to the invisible risks that can silently derail your life. The true tragedy of opportunity cost is that it is a pain of omission, not a pain of commission. We feel the immediate sting of a bad investment we made, a purchase we regret, or a job we hate. These are tangible costs. But the pain of the unchosen path, the wealth you could have built, the career you could have pursued, the partner you could have met, that pain is silent. It's a phantom limb of a life not lived, and it doesn't hurt until it's too late. This is why Munger's perspective is so radical. He understood that the human brain's natural bias is to ignore this phantom pain. We are built to rationalize our choices and forget the roads not taken. But in doing so, we become complacent, we settle, we trade our potential for comfort, all because the price tag of our missed opportunities is invisible. Munger's genius was forcing himself to make that invisible price visible. He was a master at confronting the what-if scenarios, not as a source of regret, but as a discipline for making smarter, more deliberate choices. He chose to feel the discomfort of considering a missed opportunity in the present, so he wouldn't be burdened by the far greater pain of a life filled with what-ifs in the future. So, are you starting to see those invisible costs pop up everywhere? It's like unlocking a secret level in the game of life, isn't it? If you're gaining this new clarity, imagine what more Munger wisdom can do for you. This isn't just about watching, it's about mastering the game. So, if you haven't already, take a quick moment right now to smash that like button, share this video with someone who needs this brutal truth, and make sure you're subscribed to the Munger Almanac. We're here to build unbreakable minds, one Munger insight at a time. Now, back to how Munger turned this into his superpower. The Mungerian discipline. How opportunity cost forged fortunes for Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. Opportunity cost was the unyielding bedrock of their investment philosophy and disciplined approach to life. They achieved their fortunes not by making countless correct decisions, but by systematically avoiding the vast majority of incorrect ones, especially those with high opportunity costs. Their discipline can be distilled into several crucial principles. 1. Extreme focus and the circle of competence, the power of saying no. Munger and Buffett invest only in businesses they understand deeply and that have clear competitive advantages. The opportunity cost of investing outside this circle is immense: time, energy, and risk of error. They deliberately choose not to engage with 99% of opportunities to focus on the 1% that truly align with their understanding. Actionable step: define your true strengths and passions. Concentrate on deepening these areas, rather than dispersing your efforts. The cost of being average in many things is the loss of becoming excellent and indispensable in one or two. Learn to say no to enticing distractions outside your circle. 2. Unwavering patience and the fat pitch analogy. They are masters of strategic inaction, waiting for opportunities so obvious and advantageous. Fat pitches that the opportunity cost of not acting is astronomically high. Most investors act impulsively, settling for mediocre returns. Munger and Buffett wait, and the opportunity cost of acting prematurely is losing out on massive, disproportionate returns. Actionable step: cultivate profound patience. Develop a rigorous internal filter for opportunities. The opportunity cost of a rushed decision is the loss of a far superior opportunity that would have presented itself to a more disciplined mind. Master deliberate observation. 3. Profound aversion to unnecessary debt and excessive risk. Debt, in Munger's view, is the ultimate opportunity cost. Every dollar spent on interest is a dollar that cannot compound for you. They avoided excessive debt because it limits future options and increases ruin risk. The opportunity cost of a debt-burdened life is financial freedom and the agility to seize opportunities. Actionable step: minimize or eliminate unnecessary debt. Every interest payment is a resource that could be invested in your future self, your education, investments, or well-being. Prioritize financial independence over fleeting gratification. 4. Radical simplicity and clarity. Munger's discipline wasn't theoretical. It was the very backbone of every decision at Berkshire Hathaway. To truly grasp the power of opportunity cost, we need to see how they applied it in practice, rather than just on paper. Consider Berkshire's famous refusal to invest in the dot-com technology boom of the late 1990s. At the time, Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger were widely ridiculed. The apparent opportunity cost was immense. They were missing out on the stratospheric gains that other tech companies were experiencing. The media called them dinosaurs. However, the opportunity cost that Munger and Buffett saw was different. They knew they didn't understand the technology. The opportunity cost of investing in something they didn't deeply comprehend wasn't the money they missed by not investing in tech, but rather the money they would lose by investing in something they didn't understand. The risk of making a catastrophic error in a field outside their circle of competence was an opportunity cost far too high to ignore. They waited patiently, keeping their capital in positions they did understand, like insurance and consumer goods companies, and the result was that when the internet bubble burst, they not only survived but thrived, using the downturn to buy high-quality assets at bargain prices. The cost of not joining the boom was, in fact, their greatest protection and their biggest long-term gain. This is the ultimate lesson of Munner's discipline. The true opportunity cost isn't just about what you gain or lose financially, but about the mental clarity and robustness you gain by being uncompromising with your principles. Ignoring your principles is, in itself, the highest opportunity cost of all. Munger and Buffett rigorously avoid complexity. Complex businesses or strategies hide true costs and risks and amplify hidden opportunity costs. Simplicity, for them, is the crucible of clarity. Actionable step: simplify your life, finances, and career. Avoid overcommitment, complex investments, or energy-draining projects without clear returns. The simpler your approach, the clearer your understanding of true trade-offs. Munger viewed opportunity cost not as a lament, but as a powerful tool for relentless optimization. By internalizing this concept, you make smarter choices not just about what you gain, but what you preserve and maximize. Your liberation, transforming opportunity cost into an unfair advantage. Recognizing, internalizing, and consistently applying opportunity cost is the fundamental step towards transforming your life. It's like gaining a new lens to see the world, revealing the silent killers that previously operated unnoticed. Here are the actionable steps to transform opportunity cost into your most formidable Mungerian advantage. 1. Develop a conscious scarcity mindset. Understand that your time, energy, money, and focus are finite resources. Every yes to one thing is an unequivocal no to countless others. Munger was acutely aware that fat pitches were rare and precious. Action. Before saying yes to a new project or commitment, ask yourself, what precisely am I saying no to by doing this? Is this specific trade-off unequivocally worth it for my long-term goals? 2. Construct a personal no list. Munner's blueprint for avoiding stupidity. Just as Munger and Buffett have to-do lists, they also have no lists outlining activities, investments, and behaviors to rigorously avoid. This includes complex ventures, things outside their competence, and people who drain energy. Action. Identify activities, habits, or people that consume your time and energy without generating real value. Commit to eliminating or minimizing them. The opportunity cost of keeping them is the potential you could otherwise be building. 3. Quantify opportunity cost, even if approximately. Make the invisible visible. Force yourself to assign a tangible value, even if estimated, to the opportunities you are implicitly forfeiting. If you spend 2 hours daily on social media, what's the opportunity cost in terms of learning, exercise, or family time? Action. When making a big decision, list the top 3-5 best alternatives you are discarding. Estimate their potential benefits. This makes the invisible cost tangible. 4. Prioritize compounding growth across all domains, beyond mere money. Munger deeply appreciated compounding. Apply it to knowledge, skills, and relationships, not just money. The opportunity cost of not learning a new skill today is the forfeiture of exponential future earning capacity. Action. Consistently invest in yourself through reading, courses, mentors, and cultivating high-quality connections. Small, consistent investments today compound into immense returns of knowledge and capability over time. 5. Master strategic inaction. The power of doing almost nothing. Embrace the art of patiently waiting for truly exceptional opportunities. Most people lose money and time by acting too much. For Munger and Buffett, this was a central pillar of their success. While the rest of the investment world was frantically trading every day, seeking out the next hot stock, they were often doing nothing. They understood that the emotional impulse to do something is one of the most dangerous forces in finance and in life. It leads to mistakes, to buying mediocre opportunities, and to paying a high price for unnecessary action. They called this period of inaction their punch card mentality. They believed a great investor gets only 20 punches or significant opportunities in their entire career. Therefore, every single punch must be a carefully considered, high-conviction decision. By waiting for a fat pitch that was so obvious it was almost a crime to ignore, they weren't being lazy. They were practicing a profound form of discipline. This strategic inaction was a powerful application of opportunity cost. They were willing to give up the small, uncertain gains of average opportunities in order to be ready to seize the massive, life-changing gains of truly exceptional ones. To ensure this wisdom doesn't just fade away, let's make this a practical exercise. Start deliberately applying the opportunity cost mindset in 3 areas of your life, starting today. In your time management, instead of asking, "What do I feel like doing tonight?" ask, "What is the highest and best use of these 2 hours?" It's the opportunity cost of spending 2 hours on passive entertainment versus the growth you'd gain from 2 hours of learning, exercise, or connecting with a loved one. The cost of procrastination isn't the task undone. It's the skill you didn't build or the opportunity you missed by not taking action. In your relationships, the time you spend with people who drain your energy or don't inspire you is an opportunity cost on the time you could be spending with people who challenge you, support you, and propel you forward. Munger and Buffett were partners because they made each other better. Ask yourself, to whom am I dedicating my energy? And what's the opportunity cost of not investing that time in more meaningful connections? In your knowledge consumption, information is everywhere. The opportunity cost of reading a mediocre book isn't just the time spent, but the transformative book you didn't read. With every choice of content you make, think, am I reading, listening to, or watching the absolute best thing I could be consuming right now? The power of Munger's mindset lies in its universal applicability. It forces us to stop navigating life on autopilot and makes us the deliberate architects of our own destiny. Action. Develop an opportunity filter. If something isn't an unequivocal, absolute yes, it's a no. This frees your resources for the few, powerful, fat pitches. Opportunity cost is the silent killer, operating relentlessly in the unseen shadows of every choice you make. But now, armed with Charlie Munger's brutal, unvarnished truths, you possess the powerful lens to not only perceive it but to profoundly master it. By internalizing a conscious scarcity mindset, meticulously constructing your personal no list, quantifying your invisible losses, relentlessly prioritizing compounding growth, and mastering the profound art of strategic inaction, you will not merely avoid the most insidious traps, you will unlock unparalleled clarity, forge an unbreakable resilience, and unequivocally set yourself on the true path to intentional prosperity, enduring satisfaction, and a life free from the suffocating burden of regret. Do not allow what you fail to see to dictate your destiny. Choose Munger's path.